and welcome to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast, where we explore how technology, AI, and cybersecurity are reshaping the way we work. This segment of our tour, we are back at it again, live in London, interviewing top IT leaders. Each episode, we're going to bring you insights from real leaders and industry experts on how organizations can navigate today's challenges and unlock tomorrow's opportunities. From making sense of complex data, to simplifying IT environments, to delivering real business outcomes, Lenovo is helping businesses of every size reimagine what's possible. Join us as we dive into the future of work. Work Reborn. Let's go. Hello, my name is Rita. We are back at it again for the Lenovo Work Reborn live podcast, talking about all things innovation, AI, cybersecurity, tech, and excited to get into this next interview. So welcome to the podcast. Do you mind letting us know your name and where you work, what you do?
I am Elise and I'm in the finance sector.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So based on some of the findings from our report, we found that IP and customer data leakage were ranked as top concerns. How do you feel about that as well? Are those like valid concerns? And, what are some ways you think as an industry and generally speaking, we could be mitigating those risks?
Yes, so finance area.
Yes, within finance.
Yes, of course. Customer data, it's like super important because I think like who wants to be a customer in a bank who leaks your data?
Right.
Or who leaks like what kind of transactions did you do yesterday? Did you buy only milk or did you buy something else?
It's private. We don't need that spreading to everywhere.
No, definitely no. So security like extra important, and of course like I think like finance sector, it's like first of all really highly regulated, and secondly we also take it really seriously because like there are a lot of different companies, we are also competitors, and of course we want to keep the customers and we want customers to have like this, we want to keep this customer trust in us.
Yes.
Because otherwise you would go somewhere else. So, for example, I'm working in the assurance area, so we are, of course, thinking about like not only on these different metrics and how we are measuring that we are actually good in security, but also managing this third-party attestation so that our third parties can come in and check that are we really good in the security so that we can also show it to our customers. And I think it's also like this transparency for the customers is really important. Maybe the only question is like, do customers always also care? And do they also come and ask like, are you keeping my data safely? So maybe this is my another level of the
dive deeper.
question that, okay, like we can do everything to keep your data safe, but are you actually also interested?
Yeah, I feel like customers are interested in that, especially with, like you said, it's data that is personal data. And I think that is a larger conversation that all of our industries, no matter what you work in, finance, hospitality, retail, it is an important conversation to be having. It shouldn't be an afterthought, like you're saying. It should be a primary focus to keep trust. It's all about trust.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about, we talked about the customer side. Let's talk about internal, maybe the team side of it. We found that in our Lenovo Work Reborn report, we saw that a lack of skilled staff in cybersecurity was a top obstacle. So it's more, we can say that we want to protect our customers, but there needs to be some training involved, right? So what is that training looking like overall that you've been finding within your own organization, or to make the teams AI ready, or just generally like, more aware and educated?
So first of all, of course, it's always possible to take different kind of external trainings, like we are having like this Gartner days today here. But another side, I think also really this internal aspects, it is really, really important that you also have these internal awareness teams set who really go out in the organization and explain what are the threats, how you can really protect the organization, what are the things that you as like employee can do. So also in relation to the AI, of course, it is evolving. Like maybe some of the threats what we saw like year or two ago are today something different. So you also need to improve your awareness sessions based on that one and really come and talk about what are threats today, what it is what you as employee have to do. So yeah, employees awareness part and education is really, really important.
Right. It's continuous learning, like you're
Mm-hmm.
saying, because, like you said, a year ago, what we learned can be different
Mm-hmm.
from the next year. So, when it comes to the work that you do on a daily basis, what excites you the most?
I must say that all these different tasks what I do are actually really, really exciting. And
Yeah.
maybe like also a bit of the background of that one is that first of all, like I'm not from the security background. I'm actually a mathematician who has somehow ended up in the security, like it is longer path there. But also like within the security, I'm in the governance area, which means that I have like bits and pieces like from everything what we are doing. And this is probably what like makes my day that no day is the same. And then there are so many different topics where you can like dig in and maybe look into some metrics or think about some controls or like do so many different things. So you wake up in the morning and then you are already excited, like, what will today bring?
Wow, I love your passion, and I can see that energy throughout this conversation. It's also lovely to speak to another woman in tech as well. You were alluding earlier that you're an advocate for women in tech as well too. Is that the case?
Mm-hmm. Yes, maybe, yeah, not an advocate totally,
Yeah.
but okay, I'm also in my organization taking part in our Women in Tech initiative. I've been a mentor in this women group, so I really feel that these kind of initiatives are actually like empowering women, and these are also bringing women from other areas to tech. And what's also like interesting is that once you are in the tech, then you think like there's so much like tech everywhere, and like yeah, why there are not so many women in?
Yeah.
But once you start talking with those who are not in tech, and when you explain like what are the things what you do, then they are so amazed because they are like, but I have never heard that we are doing like also these kind of a
Yes.
things, or that you can actually come in without knowing some coding. So yeah, empowering women in these kind of a groups, it's really, really important.
I think it's amazing that you take the time to mentor when possible and inspire the next group of people that want to join and bring light to
Mm-hmm.
that. So, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with me today.
Yes.
If anyone is interested in learning more about the topics that we discussed today, make sure you check out the Work Reborn report. We have a QR code on the screen, or you can look at it in our description below. So, that's a wrap for today. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast. To learn more about how Lenovo is helping organizations transform with AI, cybersecurity, and smarter IT solutions, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. And also, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure to leave a comment with any other questions that you would like us to discuss on our next episodes. See you next time.
Lenovo.